This next cojones goes to a man who's dear to my heart for standing up for stand-up. When dozens of Netflix employees walked out over Dave Chappelle's reckless decision to perform comedy on his comedy special. If you'd find it hard to support our content breadth, Netflix may not be the best place for you.
That right there is what an actual spine sounds like. It's not a hashtag, it's not a tearful apology video, it's a clear, simple, adult response from a CEO defending his content and his talent. And in today's climate, that kind of backbone makes you an endangered species. Maher has been on this for years. He even had an idea to start a real award show for the few people who refuse to bend the knee. An idea that, as he explains, pretty much proved his entire point about the city he lives in.
So that was the point of the evening. How do we take a stand against cancel culture? And I suggested, since we were mostly all in show business, that we start an award show to honor the brave people who have fought back. Well, I gotta tell you, the idea was met with great enthusiasm by everyone, and in short order, different people were suggesting the ways that their varied talents could be put to use. And then, of course, being Hollywood, nothing happened. But it's still a good idea, so I'm gonna do it right here, right now, and not only that, we're gonna do it every year.
That is the perfect summary of the entire industry. It's an economy built on pure, uncut virtue signaling. It's about seeming brave at a dinner party, not about being brave when there's actually something on the line. It's easy to clap for an idea in a Brentwood mansion. It's hard to risk a paycheck. Maher absolutely nails this hypocrisy, especially when it comes to that grand, empty promise we seem to hear every single election cycle.
Just like there's a long list of liberal celebrities who swear they'll go if a Republican is elected, and no one ever does. Miley Cyrus once said, "I am moving if Trump is my president. I don't say things I don't mean." Here she is looking miserable, having to endure America at the Grammys last Sunday. I guess she flew back from Tajikistan.
Yeah, they're all still here. Shocker. It's pure performance.
In 2016, Eddie Griffin said, "If Trump wins, I'm moving to Africa." Apparently very slowly, because in Trump's 4 years, he only got as far as Van Nuys. George Lopez once said that if Trump won, he won't have to worry about immigration. We'll all go back. George Lopez still here.
So who is this mob that has Hollywood so terrified? Who are they really afraid of? It's not the old guard. Maher clearly identifies who the new witch hunters really are.
But there's no getting around the fact that what was on the mind of the liberals that night in Brentwood, or wherever we may have been, was that the most powerful witch hunters now were coming from Twitter, the Ivy League, and the progressive left. J.K. Rowling used to be a villain to the right because she wrote books about witchcraft. Now she's a villain to the left because she has the crazy belief that there's more to being a woman than pronouns and lipstick.
That's a stunning example. J.K. Rowling went from a progressive hero who created a billion-dollar empire to a cultural pariah, essentially overnight. Her crime, stating that biological women exist. So for his first real award, Maher goes right into the lion's den, ground zero for this entire ideology, the modern college campus.
Our first award goes to the president of my alma mater, Cornell University, Martha Pollack. This month, students there demanded trigger warnings before all the lectures in case any of the adult subjects you specifically went to college to learn about came up. And Martha said, "Yeah, no, we're not doing that." She didn't cave in. We'll hire a new dean of sensitivity. She just said, "No, college is for introducing you to new ideas, not for kissing your and making you feel wonderful and always right."
Think about how radical that one-word answer is in this day and age. She didn't form a committee. She didn't hire a new vice president of hurt feelings. She just said no. She reminded them that a university is a place to have your ideas challenged, not a $70,000 a year daycare to protect you from them. It's a simple, stunning act of basic sanity. And this same sanity, this refusal to play the mob's absurd game, is showing up in the private sector, too.
Our next award goes to the place where many Cornell grads will be working next year, Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, who for years have been selling a line of ethnically themed products, trading on the name Joe. For example, they have Trader Jose's beer. So, of course, one teenager on Twitter heard the word Jose and said it was racist, and then there was a petition, and then Trader Joe's management did the right thing. They burnt down all their stores and killed themselves. No, they didn't. They said, "F off, you oversensitive little sh."
Trader Joe's called their bluff. The mob screamed, an online petition was signed by a few people with way too much time on their hands. And the company just ignored them. And what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The mob only has the power you give it.
Get a life and a sense of humor and released this statement. We disagree that any of these labels are racist, and we do not make decisions based on petitions. You see how easy it is? So to the home of the 19-cent banana, here, have some nuts.
So what's the ultimate lesson in all of this? How do you survive it? Maher gives the perfect closing example, and it's about a movie that could never be made today, which is exactly why it's so important.
You know, when movie lovers get together these days, one phrase that comes up a lot and always makes me sad is, yeah, you couldn't make that one today. Top of that list is the great Tropic Thunder, which the scolds have been after for years. But in February, Ben Stiller tweeted, "I make no apologies for Tropic Thunder. It's always been a controversial movie since when we opened, proud of it and the work everyone did on it." See, people, it's not that hard. He said it, and he still got a commercial. And the lesson is, if you stand up to the mob for just a day or two, their shallow, impatient, immature, smartphone-driven, gerbil minds will forget about it and go on to the next nothing burger, and you still will have your cojones.
That is the ultimate message. The outrage is loud, but it's shallow, and most importantly, it has the attention span of a goldfish. If you just stand your ground, if you refuse to apologize for something that isn't actually wrong, the storm passes. The outrage moves on to the next nothing burger, as he calls it. The people who fold are forgotten. The people who stand their ground are respected. So what do you guys think? Is Maher right? Is cancel culture just a big fat paper tiger that folds the second you push back? Or are these just a few lucky examples and the threat of getting your career destroyed is still very real? Drop your thoughts in the comments.